Alright, hello, and thank you for clicking on today's video. This is ultimately my first ever video, and I thought I would share together the deck list that I took to my locals. I thought I would share my Arceus Dialga and Palkia Tag Team GX with Zacian V Deck Profile. So yeah, here it goes. So we currently started the deck, obviously with your standard, to Arceus Dialga and Palkia Tag Team GX. So the great thing about this card is
it's lit.
Basically the whole idea is that you use him to kind of get your prize card a lot quicker, and then use his ultimate raid to start charging up your Zacian Vs, and they go in to actually do the damage, unless you can basically snipe out 2 Dendenes, but that's if you get really lucky. Next we have Zacian V.
Tiger who?
We play 4 of these because we kind of want to draw him turn 1 and get off his Intrepid Sword, giving us either some energy acceleration or some extra cards to kind of push our strategy for the next turn. And then next we have Zamazenta V for those cheeky V-Max decks that are currently on the rise at the moment. I was quite lucky to kind of go against one on Sunday, and I won, and this card actually kind of saved my life, so I was like just poking small damage. There was a few gusts, but I managed to kind of keep up the fight. But yeah, very good card, very useful in a tight struggle, especially when you're dealing with a VMAX. They tend to normally pack a punch. So next we have Dendene GX, my favourite. We all love Dendene.
It's lit.
I don't have to say any more. Eldegoss V, so we use this to kind of recover those trainer cards, or at least one supporter, shall we say. And we've got our lovely Jirachi, who basically allows us to see those trainer cards a little bit quicker. We don't run the skateboard in this deck, but we'll get to the trainers in a minute and you'll understand why. So for our ball searches, we have 2 Cherish to search out our Dialga, Palkia and Arceus tag team. And then we have 4 quick balls to search out the rest of our basic Pokemon, because that's all the deck really runs. And then for our last 2 searches, we have a couple of energy spinners just to help us get access to those energies a lot faster, because you don't really run many in this deck, but you kind of want them straight away, because you want to try and get off that Altered Creation GX as fast as possible. So we have 4 Metal Sources. This game gives us quick access to our buried, or not buried, sorry. This gives us access to our our steel energy that we've discarded using quick balls or Dendenes. And then we run 3 copies of Energy Switch just to try and help promote the possibility of a turn 1 Altered Creation GX if we go in second. And then we run 3 switches. So our item support is, so we run 2 Vitality Band, 2 Big Charm, 1 Air Balloon, and because we run 2 Vitality Bands, or I've chosen to run 2 Vitality Bands, because it does enable me to get a quick kill on a Charizard Tag Team GX, because this deck is really hurt by that deck, and if they don't gust me first, the chances are I'm going to lose that battle. The Vitality Band mixed with Altered Creation GX and Zacian V's Brave Blade enables us to get a 270 damage knockout on those pesky fire tag teams.
Oh yeah, girl. Fire emoji.
So which is why I run that. And then I run the Big Charms is because kind of a lot of the Pokemon in this deck are squishy, the Zacian V's included. So that just kind of, A, it stops my little squishy Pokemon getting completely injured. And B, it turns ADP into a 310 HP boss monster. So we kind of run that in there, and it just takes a little bit longer for the opponent to kill, and if we're lucky we can get access to our Mallow and Lana, who can heal it up a little bit, and then we can kind of push some more if we have to. So we run 2 Scoop Up Net. This is to recover our Jirachi. It's our replacement for a skateboard. Next we've got Palpad. Again, we're doing a lot of discarding in this deck with our Dendenes and our Professor's Researches, so that's always a good shout to get, again, get those supporters back and reuse them if the game goes on for that long. So then we've got Tool Scrapper. So this just enables us to change our strategies with some of the items that we got, or kind of disrupt our opponents because they might be relying on their tools. Because we run a lot of tool cards, it's kind of useful for us to kind of go from defensive to aggressive, or vice versa if we need to kind of get that extra 30 HP on. And then we're going to run 2 Reset Stamp. These are great because the moment your opponent knocks out that ADP, if they get the chance to, their hand's going to be at 3. If you can pull this card, it's like the ultimate counter attack.
It's lit.
And then we've run a Chaotic Swell for our stadium, and then a Great Catcher. So we don't run any stadiums in this deck, so we run 1 Chaotic Swell just again for that disruption strategy. And our Great Catcher kind of is, we've used Giovanni's, or we've used our support for the turn. This kind of allows us to kind of poke at a Dendene if we need to. Last but not least, we'll go through our supporter cards. So we've got 2 Professor's Research. Again, just helps us fill through the deck quicker and get to the cards that we need. Not much really more to say on that. Then we've got Mallow and Nana. 1 Marnie. And then 3 Giovanni's Scheme. And your Boss's Orders is your gusting effect, which is kind of the aim of the game, is to kind of get your Altered Creation GX off and then start poking at your opponent's smaller Pokemon. So Boss's Order is kind of vital. Last but not least, 2 Water Energy, and we have 8 Steel Energy. Yeah, so thank you for watching.